What is missions? Can you give me your definition of what you think missions is? Outreach. One person said outreach. Serving the unfortunate. Your definition on missions, Tyron? Meeting the needs of those that are needy. You know, they teach you, you can't use the... Okay. All right. Whatever. Definition of missions. What's your definition of missions? What's your take?
Being set out on a goal.
Being set out on a goal. Or like a mission. Sabrina? A mission to bring the gospel where it has not been before. Any other definitions on missions? Going to do. Because you have to take something, right? All right. Any other definitions on missions? Going to do. Outreach. Was good? Okay. Well, what is missions? For our definition for this class, we're going to use this. Meeting the practical needs of ordinary people with the intention of showing them the love of Jesus Christ. Once again, what our definition of missions is going to be is meeting the practical needs of ordinary people with the intention of showing them the love of Jesus Christ. A lot of times, how we try to go find the poorest person to go do something to make us feel good. It's a guy on the corner. He doesn't smell good. He drinks. We feel like we've done God a service by going out and giving him a couple of bucks. I think that we can meet the needs of ordinary people, like college students that's poor and they ain't got no meal tickets, and they need to eat and stuff. They need books. They need pens. She praising the Lord over here. Okay? You need, ordinary people that just need things. And we have to be balanced as believers and even as a church in such a way that we're meeting the needs of people. That's what church should be. Church should not be just about you receiving, you getting your blessing, you shouting, you doing your deal. It shouldn't just be about you receiving, but it should be about you giving. And for you to be a mature believer, you must be a person that's a giver. All right? I ain't just talking about your money. I'm just talking about just a person that just gives in general, your time, your talent, and your treasure. All right? So our definition of missions is meeting the practical needs of ordinary people with the intention of showing them the love of Jesus Christ. Y'all got that? All right. What is missions, you may say? John Maxwell puts it like this. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is very simple. I don't care how much I don't care, if you're a preacher, I don't know how much Bible you know. I don't care about any of that. If I can't tell that you care for me, I won't receive from you. And as ministries, we have to show people that we genuinely care and love them. We cannot get to a place where we're so self-centered that we don't care about other people. Can anybody tell me what the first commandment is? The first commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, and your soul, simply. Keep him priority. What's the second commandment? Love your neighbor like you love yourself. So if you don't have a lifestyle of loving people like you love yourself, then you're not fulfilling the complete commandment. Jesus even said that if you keep those two, you'll keep the whole law. So, if you're trying to be this good person, if you're trying to tithe, and, if you show up on time and you set up the chairs and tables and everything, but if you keep those two commandments, you keep the whole law. So, let's keep the main thing. Loving God with all of our heart, our mind, and our soul, and loving our neighbors as I would. So, you got to know how to love you. Got that? All right. So, what is missions? Missions starts with your heart for people, number one. And then, how do you feel about people? Number one, mission starts with your heart for people. I think that, we just talking tonight, right? We talking, right? It's not like, I'm just standing up here preaching to you. We talking tonight. I don't think that we like people enough. Surveying your life. And think about it, you probably can count on both of your hands how many people you don't like. Y'all don't want to say amen to that. I'm like, shoot, I ain't gonna, I'm in the house of the Lord. I don't want to tell God I don't like nobody. I don't want to go to hell. But there's some people that you just can't stand. They just don't, they just rub you the wrong way. You just don't vibe the right way. You can't do enough to bring up a smile or anything, But we have to be, as the church, we have to be caring and have a heart for all people. You can't just care about your family and those people in your inner circle and that's enough. You have to care about all people. Say all people. So it means black, white, Mexican, even though, what else? Give me some more aliens, Asians, Muslims, homosexuals. Ooh, okay. All right. Y'all want to talk tonight? Okay. You got to love them. I don't like what you do, but you got to show them the love of God. Because the only way you're going to draw a person is through love. Say love. You won't draw nobody being cold. I don't want to come to your church. You don't speak. Ain't nobody said hi to me since I walked in. I don't want to come to your church. It's cold. It's impersonal. I don't feel like a family. I don't feel like a community. But the church has to do a grafting in. We have to make people feel comfortable before they even come in here. Because you know that for the most part, people won't just come to your church. I don't care. You might be living right around the corner. They may live on the corner from your church, but it don't mean they guarantees you that they're going to come to your church. You have to do something in order to reach out or outreach to show them that you care on a consistent basis. Say consistent. You can't just bring me something one time and think that it's okay. For me to feel that comfortable and that joy with you, you have to be consistent. You have to consistently, proactively think of ways to bless people and to show people that you care. All right? So mission starts with your heart for people. How do you feel about people? Okay. You got to talk about faith sometimes, So, I love you, Tess. Really, I want to smack the taste out of your mouth, You know what I'm saying? You just gotta walk by faith and not by sight. Because I'm telling you, sometimes people can try you, but you don't know love unless it's been tried. You don't build patience unless something tests your patience. So every adverse thing that you want, it usually comes like sandpaper. So mission starts with your heart for people. Challenge your motives about how you feel about all people. Okay? Why missions? 963 million people are hungry right now. Probably some of us in the room. She's like, I feel you on that one. I'm one of those 900, one of those ones. 1 billion people live on less than $1 a day. I think, Tess, I think you can teach this class, College students are like poor people. That's what they is. All they got is just room and board. That's it. But 1 billion people live on less than $1 a day. Also, 30,000 children will die today or have died today because they haven't eaten, because of poverty. Now, let me ask you a question. If you got kids in here today, would you like to watch your child starve to death? Did you just sit there, hold your baby and say, die and starve to death? Well, what are we going to do? Are we just going to, see these issues and see this stuff going on and we're not going to do anything about it? That's the purpose of the church. We have to reach out and bring solutions where there's problems. And we have got so focused on our own problems that we haven't thought to reach out. We still fighting over seats and stuff in church. Come on now. Ring around the rosy. Pushing each other, about to hit each other, go WWE with the chair. We just think about ourselves too much. We have our own self. And I'm not saying that you don't have problems. Yes, we all have problems. We all have places where we lack and where we need more. But I'm telling you, the only way that you're going to get what you need is to do those things for somebody else. Okay? So why missions, Bishop? 600, y'all see that on the screen yet? Mac acting crazy. 640